What's good, brethren? What is a woman? You know, I remember this video I seen. I think it was a Hispanic dude had showed me this video, but I don't know if the guy in the video was Hispanic. It's been a few weeks, but anyways, it was this female that was talking trash to her boyfriend. She was like, "What you gonna do, Carlos? What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing." You know, talking trash. It was like a skit. She was talking trash to Carlos. "What you gonna do, Carlos?" And he was, peed off and stuff. And then he said, I got you, Maria. Today, I identify as a woman." Then he he put on a wig. He grabbed a wig out of the closet and commenced to kicking her butt. You know what I mean? He did some wrestling moves, body slam, whatever he did, elbow drop. He said, "Today I identify as a woman." I found that skit to be funny, man. You know what, today, maybe she identifies as a pepperoni pizza, man, you know what I mean? Or she might identify, this is Babylon, America. Babylon meaning place of confused mixture. Place don't even know these women. What is a woman? What is a woman? You got people with PhDs and who can't even define what a freaking woman is. This old white dude, they said, he said, "How do you know you're a man?" He said, "Because I got a dick and balls." This old school regular white dude. He said, "What? Huh? What?" I mean, the very foundational concept of common sense is not applied in this place, man. It's confusion, bro. I was watching, and that's, you see, when the old saying goes, man, a woman don't have no instructions. She headed for self-destruction, man. And she don't have nobody guiding her. You know what I mean? That she is literally like a kid in the candy store. I seen a while ago these videos with this dude going around interviewing these chicks that are on the streets. And it's the reason, and so like these are like, chicks that got drug problems or just on the street. And some of these chicks, they literally, that life of they like the life. They like the danger. They like the chaos. They like the freedom to be a complete liberated feminist, whether it's on OF or whether it's on the streets, or the stripper pole. And it's like, as a father, you'd be like, man, you hope your daughter never get to these levels, man, because you be strict on them. That's another thing I was thinking about, right? Because those videos are similar to the scared straight videos, kind of like showing these chicks on the street, sunken in faces, meth head, or maybe I shouldn't have said that, but teeth missing, chick looking super ultra mega aged. Like, you know what I mean? Chick was 25, but she looked like she literally about 45. I know a girl, an old lady that's about a cat lady, literally, like that old cat lady on The Simpsons. You go around throwing cats. She literally like, sunken in face, but she's 60, she about 50, about, 57. And but she old, man. She's a smoker. But some of these chicks on these videos, man, they be looking, because this dude be going around interviewing these chicks that are on the streets. And I think it's in Arizona, in different places too, LA. But the point is, there's a bunch of chicks out there, and a lot of them, they desire the streets because they don't want to be up under a man. That's the main thing I done see. When a woman ain't got no instructions, she headed for self-destruction, man. And when she don't have, that's another thing. When she don't have no man over her, man. See, we gonna get into just the basics of what is a woman. What is her purpose? And a lot of these women ain't got no purpose. They just like kids in the candy store, doing whatever they want to do, abusing themselves. And see, like, and this other thing, like, even if a lot of these women, man, you had women who were nurses, women, who had futures, but they didn't have no focus, they didn't have no structure. And see, this other thing, like, as a father, you try to raise your daughter more your kids in general, but definitely your daughter, to not be no 304 and to value being virtuous and virgin and be married and you know what I'm saying? But then I'm thinking like I pray for my kids every day, man. You know what I mean? Even the scriptures say, keep your daughter in straightly, meaning strict, right? Hold on. Keep your daughter in straightly. Don't let her go here. Oh, she's just going here. No, bro. But then people, see, it's like two main things. Like, all right, if you're too restrictive on your daughter, then when she get older, she gonna want to do what she want to do anyway. So then the other point of view is like, all right, well, just let her do what she want to do. But then guess what? When something happens, what do these pieces of trash always say? Where was the father? No matter what, they gonna say, where was the father? So I would rather obey the Most High who say, keep a strict hold on your daughter, as opposed to popular opinion, which changes like the Michigan weather. You understand me? Oh, well, you shouldn't be so strict on her. But that's your opinion. And then you look at their lives and their daughter, yeah, she's a freaking grandmother. You know what I mean? And, you know, your daughter is repeating the same pattern that the 304 pattern that that you was in, currently are in. So it's a difficult thing being a brother who actually, you know, you don't want your daughter to end up like that, man. So you try to be strict. You try to do all that. But guess what? This is what I concluded, that you can do all that, man, but the culture that she live in has zero repercussions for her. The streets be calling the 304 friends be calling it's angering as a father, you know what I mean? Because it's like you know, a lot of times you as a father you be like, man, my daughter okay, you know, okay, she at school, what was going on? Call me as soon as you're done, because you already know what the streets is like. You already know the end of this. You already know there's some pimp dude out there, some drug dealing dude out there, some dude can grab her, somebody can, you know, kidnap her. There's all kinds of things that, this is why she need a head, a master, a guide, a dictator. When I mean dictator, I mean dictating where she go here, there, you know, not like dictator like Hitler or nothing, but somebody who dictates, all right, you can go here, you can't go there. That's what I mean by dictate. For these simps and feminist 304s come on the channel, oh man, you're a dictator. No, I ain't talking about, you know, but you got to be strict, because in your being strict over her, you are guiding, you are guarding, and you are protecting her from herself. You know what I mean? It's like she a sheep. She ain't capable of making decisions. She ain't made to make decisions. What is a man? What is a woman? She is a servant. Her purpose since the beginning of time was to serve and to help her man. You know what I mean? Help in whatever he say do. Like, we have in this culture the whole construct of a woman. I mean, they have it set this shit society of America is set up in such a way where she's at the top of the pyramid and she has multiple servant simp orbiting weak dudes, bringing her offering, bringing her money, taking her out on dates. You understand? And so she sits at the top of the pyramid. This is how it is systematically, legally, and socially set up here, bro. I seen a video. It was one white psychologist or whatever. He said he went to Japan. I forgot his name, but he said he went to Japan and it was like completely 180 reversed. The women was treating him with ultra respect, opening the door for him. And it's a high ranking YouTube dude. I forgot it's some professor, something. I forgot his name. But yeah, my point is that previously he was like, he thought like, you know, men that travel overseas, aka passport bros or whatever, was, you know, this, that. But then when he experienced it himself, and this is a dude who already had women and can get women. So the whole thought process is that, oh, you can't get no women in your own country because you ain't got the, you know, your skills, the swag, the looks, whatever. You don't measure up. But then that's what he thought too. But then when he went for himself and seen for himself, it's like, wow, these chicks are feminine. You know, they look good. They in shape. I think he's said that most women in America could not wear the clothes in Japan because the clothes are too small. Showing you that American women are obese. But see, they more so different, patriarchal countries and stuff just made the women they in their purpose, man. Their purpose is to serve the man. And that's who wants, as a masculine and regular man, you don't want to be with a masculine woman who's gonna be argumentative, who will make life difficult for you. No, the woman's purpose is to be the servant and the helper of the man. Him at the top of the pyramid, her serving him. Or if you have multiple women, them serving him. This is the proper order. In America, it's 180 flipped. You got women with a roster of simp orbiting dudes, a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet of helpers and servants who serve her attention, serve her money, serve her on dinner dates. She got a body. She got more bodies than Jeffrey Dahmer, more bodies than freaking her grandmother got birthdays. And dudes is up here treating her like she a freaking virgin or some clean chick. But that's the social and the legal structure of America. It's the construct or the matrix of America. See what I mean? And so, I was watching some of them videos with some of them chicks. These are unguided. I would say not all of them. I would say this because some women, but I would say this, man. The majority of women that be like on the streets, because I seen some women up here. She was begging and stuff. I'm like, why this chick begging? With all you, number one, you're a woman in America. That's number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, number one, you're a woman in America, so you automatically got super ultra status and ease of life. But one thing she don't got is a stable mind, which is women generally don't have a stable mind. The emotions, the wind of the emotions, it whisks her that way, it whisks her that way. She need a man to be stable, but the thing, she need a man with a stable-minded man that's going to guide her here and guide her there and restrict her from going over there. Like a shepherd, man, to guide her. Like sheep without no shepherd equals what? They're going to get devoured by the freaking wolves of life. And that's what happens in America. That's where you see these chicks on the streets. I don't see it a lot, but when I saw the chick, I was like, why is she on the corner begging? Like, you got so many simp suckers, lames, marks, tricks. Like, how many dudes are hitting you up every single day that will clean you up and clean the crust out of your eyes and pretty womanize these chicks. The movie Pretty Woman. A whole bunch of Richard Gere dudes out here. And so for her to be suffering on the streets, that's like self-inflicted gunshot wound-ism right there, bro. Like you see a dude on the street, it because nobody care about him. For the most part, a female like you choosing to be this way. Like you got ultra super choices, but what you choose, like it ain't like the man has a different reality than the woman in this setup. In America, because she could be no teeth. I mean, it's so many options for the chick. Walking down the street, dudes hitting her up. Some of them want to be, turning tricks. Other ones really to wife these chicks up. These dudes are ultra sex deprived and femininity deprived. In America, that's just the way it is. These women have super ultra leverage. So why their lives be destroyed is because they have no guidance, no structure, they have an abundance of choice and zero repercussions. Wow, and a woman, like the same saying is accurate. A woman who ain't got no instructions, because she don't want to be up under a man's instruction, is headed for self-destruction. And that's why whether the woman be on the street, snag a tooth, and meth head, no teeth or whatever, whether she be a good-looking chick on OF with a million followers on Instagram or whatever, she still is the streetwalker and the regular average chick with a high body count. They both have a vast, deep emptiness within them because they ain't meant to be for the streets like that. You see what I mean? They meant to be in a role. So let's get into the role of what is a woman. A woman is a servant. a helper for the man, period, point blank. That's what she was created for. She is there to relieve his stresses, relieve the difficulties of his life, and help him in his freaking life. More simply, the man and the female is of each other, but she literally comes out of the man, his side. But, I'm not one of them dudes, I don't need women. Women for decades, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, while at the same time getting everything that makes their life easy from men. The ultimate cap fest and self-delusion. No, I don't believe that I don't need for survival purposes, I don't need a woman. I know how to survive. Men don't, quote, need women for survival, but we need women for procreation. However, in this setup in America, procreation is probably not a good idea. You could be punished for doing what mankind has done since the beginning of time, which is what? Have a wife and procreate. In this setup, you do it the quote right way, you might be punished with a divorce. Because why? She want to flip to another dude, or you're not stimulating her emotionally or whatever. So she flips to another dude. So what I'm saying is that we need each other, and it's a better life when we are together. The problem is that the structure of the American setup it benefits her heavily. It really destroys men, but let her have, the old song, girls just want to have fun. Oh, girl, just want to have fun. That's all I want to do is have fun. Then there was another song. What was that? American Woman, stay away from me. You know what I mean? So you combine them two songs, you're like, man, nah. The American woman just want to have fun. Girl just want to have fun. So, kid in the candy store, they having fun, right? But they destroying themselves, right? But it's fun. That's what women want to do. A lot of these chicks that be on the street, yeah, it was dangerous, yeah, this and that. But really, she having fun because she able to, she knows she got parents, or she got somebody, she got some simps, or she got some dude that's continuously lingering around her, will take her out of that life and save her. She want to liberate, but she know that he gonna have restrictions. And I was listening to this chick, she talking about, well, yeah, they got rules and regulations, talking about going back to her parents' house and how she didn't want to do that. So that tells me when I listen to that, because she rebelling. She rebelling against authority. You know what I mean? And so they end up on the streets and they're like, well, I could have my independence and do my own thing. Which, I mean, but still you subject to the rules and regulations because you up under somebody. You ain't just out there. Like I said, I don't know, but some dude is over her some kind of way, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You ain't just out there on the streets. You gonna be up under somebody. That's my thought. You know what I mean? But somebody protecting her one way or another. But that's neither here nor there. But the point is, what is a woman? See, the woman in America is outside of her purpose. The westernized woman, she believes her purpose is to make a lot of money and have her independent, rebellious life. You know what I mean? And so, when you look at these bras, they be looking, oh man, teeth be missing, and the chick that be on the street, you can tell, man, that life be beating up on them, man. You know what I mean? So it'd be crazy because some of them look good. It'd be like, all you had to do is just see. They live life, like I said. The man and the woman have different realities of living in American society. The woman problem is a whole bunch of her issue is that she got crap loads of choice and zero restriction, and that she has a rebellious nature and don't want to be restricted. Whereas, say, the man's problem is that he ain't got no choices. Most men in America, they ain't got no good choices and decent women, or you just need to get married. Well, how many dudes get married and get their butts handed to them and getting stripped? Or you just ain't found the right one. Or you go to church where she's a used up, got single mother, and she getting piped down by the pastor. You understand me? Like, you can't just keep blaming men for a lopsided disadvantage that we are in. So then men calculating, they thinking like, man, this is not working. That's not working. We try to talk to the BAWs, bring the sisters to the table. That ain't working. So a lot of brothers said, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm either going to be with a non-black woman locally, or I'm just going to go overseas and not deal with so that hence the whole surgence of the passport bros and, what brothers are already doing anyways. But with that, we gave power to that because what other choice you got? You're like, and then, other dude got, the mentality, he just going. So, back to what I was saying about the mentality of, I don't need a man. Man ain't really saying, I don't need a woman. We saying, I want a woman, but these women are defiled and destroyed. I don't need a woman right now. Right? It's like, let me get myself together. Let me get a plan and do something, or just leave this alone for a while. These women are defiled. So, you know what I mean? So then by men receding or either retreating and going to another country, or receding here and just kind of not dealing with chicks for the time being, that take away her money income stream from simps. And, you know what I mean? It's always going to be some simp. But what upholds these women rebellion is co-signing simps and a legal system and a social system that does not shame her for 304ing. That's what keeps her up here. She's propped up by the system, and she's propped up by simps who in zero shame. So the purpose of a woman is to be a servant and a helper to the man. But see, these women, I got to get back to that, man, because I got to get back to that point that these women have abundance of choice in easy, cushy situations. And men don't have a bunch of women hitting, certain men that is, top, 20% or whatever, have women approaching them and stuff. But even the bottom of the barrel female in America, fat, broad shoulders, she got dudes. She got the Pookie Arabia, but she also got, regular dudes who got regular jobs, and they approaching these washed up chicks, loser chicks. So they never really deal with the pain of reality. They never have to look at life. I seen a video. They don't have to look at real life. They don't have to, there's no adversity here. You see what I mean? Like, she didn't have to compete. So it's all easy mode, bro. So the completely different 180 reality that the man has to face versus her, she don't have to live in reality because there are simps. Like to say, what do you say? Something is reality. Reality is a state of mind or whatever. But her reality is that there will always be simps there cashing her out and giving her attention. And there will always be pipe thrown at her. There will always be some, and if she started up a fight, there will always be a legal system where the police will always take her side. And if she does it the right way, quote, quote, and she decides to leave this dude, divorce him 80% of the time, there will always be a system that almost always will give the children to her because they know that they're going to get the money back. The system is set up for her. And, people say, you men just need to level up. Yeah, level up for yourself. And hey, level up and fly out. What other choice you really got? Level up and it's like, kind of like be celibate and do your own thing, leave women alone for a period of time, and or level up and leave. Like, what other choice you got? These women are defiled. There's no restrictions. They're not marriage material. They got super ultra high body count. And they can't link and connect up with you. And they don't really care about you. And to them, you're a disposable used tampon. To them, you are as valuable as a used toilet tissue after the person did number 2. And it's, that's how valuable men are to them. Like, they look at us as disposable here. But you need to level up. You need to hit the gym. So, I understand the concept of, like to say, the dating coaches, their whole game is, all right, well, you ain't alpha enough, you ain't attractive enough to these females. So hit the gym, build your money up, then you'll be attractive, which makes sense. That's standard across the board, like whether you local or you foreign. One thing I really don't like about dating coaches is that they don't, Which one thing I like now that I see is that even in what was it the Fresh and Fit and the one white dude that was interviewing the psychiatrist dude. Now it's not even just them, 97.9 and all this. Like they talking about black men traveling and passport bros. This is getting really powerful steam. So it's negatively affecting the pride of these females. Dudes is tired of that bull crap, man. You want a feminine woman that look good and some average cool chick that's in shape and that help your life. That's something that's like average. That's not something that should be like. I ain't even talking about a super ultra virtuous, super great looking, average cool chick that is a feminine cool chick helping your life. Like that's something like extra. Like you got to be super ultra dude. Okay, let's look at the super ultra dudes. Your Will Smiths, your Russell Will. These dudes don't even get your Joe Smiths. They don't even get compliance from their females. You understand me? Like these are the top dudes. So all so one thing I hate about the dating coaches' approach is that they don't never address the location factor, the environment factor. And the reason I concluded that the reason that they don't really address that is because, hey man, you ain't gonna come back for my new seminar. You ain't gonna buy my new course. My course is about how you need to up level and how to deal with ultra difficult, ultra competitive dating market called America. And if I tell you, just get a plane ticket and go to, say, the Philippines, where you basically kind of just show up, or brothers talking about, certain places, Pattaya or something in Thailand, where women approaching. Yeah, you got worker chicks, but you got regular chicks have to compete against the worker chick. So you got competition among women for men, and the numbers go in your favor. So, but that's never addressed. I've read dating coaches books, and I'm like, man, some of the stuff was good. I'm talking about years ago. Sorry, this is cool. I could take this piece, take that piece. But the overwhelming thing is that it's never addressed environment. Location is never addressed. Matrices, things I'm talking about, and other brothers talking about, man, you in an environment that's toxic. You in an environment where the women have super duper ultra choice and the women don't have to compete at all for men. So, you know what I mean? Like, and that shows me that they motivated by, of course, the money, because they selling courses, it makes sense. So why would they tell men to go where it's easier for you? Then you ain't gonna buy their course. If then you go where it's easier and where the women are more feminine and all that kind of stuff, well, you ain't gonna be needing a course like that. So of course, of course. But anyways, what is a woman, man? So the problem is that in American society it's flip 180, man. She don't have to be in her realm of servant and helper. She just in the realm of receiver, recipient, God. She's in the recipient of a goddess being served and men bringing offerings to the goddess. Yes, and that's what is a woman. You know what I mean? Maybe today she identifies as a cat. You know what I mean? Maybe tomorrow she identifies as a pepperoni pizza. Maybe later on today she changed her mind. She identifies as a tree. You know what I mean? So it's like how to teach people what they teaching people is how to deal in an ultra messed up, lopsided relationship culture where even married, people don't even work out. With a woman's, if you ain't talking about how these women are financially incentivized to not be with men, and you ain't talking about this stuff like that's the biggest problem is that women are financially incentivized and not shamed to stay in their righteous and right place as servant up under the man. If you ain't addressing that, you just kind of putting, you kind of showing the men how to maneuver in a messed up society as opposed to telling them to go to a more functional society. So then, just as the women do, shame black men for going into a more functional pro-male society where it's easier, they shame those men, just like the women do. They shame the men. Oh, you couldn't hack it. It's like when I listen to some of these dating codes, I'm like, dang, they repeating the same exact, almost word for word phrases that you watch some of these bitter women going in on Passport Bros. And like I said, I ain't no passport bro, just a brother with a passport. But they say the same exact kind of phrases, word for word. Oh, you can't hack it. You can't get women in your own country, so you go overseas. That's what the women say. Because they both have a vested interest in keeping the man here in America because they both make money. They both make money from men who struggle in dealing with women in the American culture. Microphone drop. So the dating coaches and your typical American woman is bitter at men not dealing no more in this culture or looking internationally for a decent woman, decent existence. So they shame it because if the woman ain't gonna make no money, if these dudes go overseas and find a decent wife, that's income going overseas. Likewise, the dating coach ain't gonna make no money. You see what I mean? It's affecting business. Follow the money, bruh. What is a woman, man? Her purpose, her purpose is to serve the man, which is what she was created for. She is not above the man. She is a servant of the man. She is a derivative of the man. She comes out of the man. The man is the tree. She is the branch that came out of the side of the tree. Very, very simple. See, man, this stuff, people, like, this is biblical stuff, man. People like the church, but they don't like the words that come out of the Bible. They don't like actually God's words. They like going to church and, the music and all that. And, chicks being looking good or whatever. They get to dress up, whatever. But they like the church setting, but they don't like the Most High. You know what I mean? They like the feelings and emotions of the music, but they don't like, the socializing, but they don't like the words of the Most High. Because the words is what I'm telling you here. You know what I mean? What I'm saying about, patriarchal construct, the woman is a servant. This ain't my opinion. You know what I mean? I'm just fortunate enough that I understand what it is, and what it is from the scriptures. It say the woman was created as a servant, not the man created for the woman, but the woman created for the man. But we ain't like saying, we don't need a woman. For survival purposes and, like an economic collapse and, Mad Max and that kind of stuff. Yeah, of course, we don't need no woman. But who wants to live life without a feminine, good-looking woman, man? Who wants that? I don't want that. I'm a masculine, regular dude, man. I like women, but I like feminine women. I disdain what these women have become. Like, this is trash. You know what I mean? This chick got ultra tons of bodies, man. But yeah, got long lists of demands of what a man's supposed to bring to the table. But yet, the same demands were not demanded from the last 50 guys that inserted themselves in her. Yeah, but that she actually liked. You see what I mean? So it's like one list of demands from this dude and another list of demands. See, women shouldn't be out here just basically renegade, bro. That's the problem. They renegade. And they got a system and they're rebellious and they renegade and they don't want to be up under a man. That's basically when it comes down to. Look here. Figuratively, and let's break everything thing down to regular stuff. Nature. The woman is the earth, the land, or the garden, you see? The man is the husband or the seed planter. That's why they call gardening and stuff, they call it husbandry, right? So just as the woman is the earth, like, we all came from the earth, but the woman's where you're going to plant your seed into. And then the gardener or the husband, my husbandry, he plant his seed in the woman, nurtures it, make sure that she bring up his seed. The seed is what? His children. So she is the That's the natural order. He might have multiple gardens. He might have a woman over here, 4 or 5 different women, and they'd be all just receiving one seed. He at the top of the so-called pyramid. These are his 4 women, just say, for example, or his 1 woman. He is the head, bro. See, that's the problem in American society is flip 180. The woman is the head. And then she got multiple servants, what they call it, polyamory, instead of polygyny, but polyamory, where you have 1 woman and multiple dudes. Some dudes sign up for that. It's like, dang, man. Wow, man. I mean, but that's them, man. But she don't respect. See that she the woman. This is why you have where these women say, "I want a man that's taller than me." It's in her to be under a man, but yet, see, it's naturally within her to be under a man, under a man's authority. Which is why, if she makes X amount of money, she want a guy who make more money, or she want a guy who's taller than her, or she want a guy who's kind of strong and stuff. She always want to be looking up to the dude, but which is natural. But in American society, since it is 180, she is socialized to you want to be at the top. You see what I mean? So she want both things, man. What they call it? Have 2 different states of mind competing against each other. I forgot the particular psychological term or whatever, but she got 2 competing thought processes, like a virus in a freaking computer. She want to go and stop at the same time. She want to be wet and dry at the same time. She want to jump and stay still at the same time. She want a strong man to be above her, but yet she want to be above him at the same time. Cognitive dissonance, I think that's what it's called. So it don't work, bro. It don't work if you ain't got order. Woman is beneath a man is her head. That's how it's supposed to be. She was created to serve and help the man. That's how it's supposed to be. Her job is to keep it simple, man, basically just to maintain peace and follow instructions. See, I personally think, this is my own personal thought. I don't believe that, I don't think that this group, like even let's say the most restricted woman, let's say Middle Eastern woman, wearing the long dresses and this and that, right? And then you take number 2 example, your American woman who literally, you go to the gym and she wearing like, I seen the chick around the block the other day, she panties and a bra, man. Basically coming outside with a panties and bra. Like, them yoga pants, joints, yoga shorts, seeping all into the crack of her butt. Yeah, look good, but I'm saying that woman right there. If you take that same thing with that sassy trucker chick, it's a perfect example. Here in America, sassy, talk trash, yada yada, walk around, nipples showing, butt crack showing. Place that same exact woman, pick her up and place her in a patriarchal construct where she'll be socially shamed and maybe even financially fined for walking around and whoredom and all of this. You understand me? Or maybe, depending on, the situation, she might have, some people might send her to go see God. I mean, depending on what culture she is. She don't comply to the culture. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe, so my point is that I don't believe that the chick panties wearing, yoga shorts wearing chick around the corner is any worse than the, now hear me out completely, worse than the Saudi Arabian or the Middle Eastern chick who's all super restricted, wearing her, what they call it, the dress, covering her hair and all that, the burqa. I don't think that the burqa chick is, the chick that's super modestly appareled, is any better than the yoga pants wearing, 304 here in America, in her innards, in her insides. What I'm saying, I don't think she's just automatically better. Okay, she's from here, she's just better. No, women are women gonna always be women. Even Eve, who literally had the whole world with her husband Adam, she bowed down and wanted to do what? Rebel and listen to who? The serpent. These women have within them to desire to rebel from Eve, bro. So I don't believe that. I don't believe that any woman is inherently better because, like better morally, I should say. Yes, these things are socially taught. But do you take that same, yoga panty wearing chick and plop her into like a patriarchal construct? She will comply, or she will be like the sassy chick or, sassy truck chicker. You know what I mean? The chick that got locked up, or she will be locked up. Yeah, I mean, you ain't just going to be out of pocket. See, that's a patriarchal construct. So my point is, what makes women good or bad, which I don't believe that a woman is good or bad, like automatically. It's just within them to do wrong. And it's like some women do have morality, who do have sisters. What I'm saying is that an American woman is not worse than a Middle Eastern woman in her insides, is what I'm saying. It's a case by case, woman by woman basis, but it's about what is allowed for her to do. You know what I mean? It ain't like, yeah, some women are bad, some women are decent. But what I'm saying is, if you remove all restriction from you take that Arab chick. Now let's we got the example of the sassy chick, sassy 304 chick, trucker chick. So now she got humbled. Why? Because she didn't get humbled because she's a good person, or she got humbled because she was forced to comply legally and stuff. You can't carry on like this in this society. She was socially checked. Now you take that same Arab chick with the burqa and all that, and you place her here in a culture like America and remove all restrictions. You see what I mean? She gonna be a liberal. It's gonna be very difficult. That's what's gonna. That's why I say it's difficult for a woman to actually be a decent woman in America, because of all of the social pressures to just take your clothes off, walk down the street literally butt naked, have a high body count, and have a bunch of different dudes, and enjoy your liberation. Don't let these men in the patriarchy restrict you. You want to see patriarchy, go to Dubai. You want to see patriarchy, go to the Middle East, parts of Africa. You want to see a real patriarchy. This ain't no... Women are complaining about this. They'd be in the gym squatting with yoga shorts on, and camel toe used to be something that dudes, oh man, did you see the camel? Now it's like, man, you see the chick's anus, man. Like, it's normal to see chicks in camel toes everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, that used to be something, like, you know what I mean? That's crazy. So I was just thinking about the normalization of prostitution here in America. Even in the last few years, man, even the yoga thing, pants thing became, more popularized, man. I'm walking through the mall, I'm like, dang, why they got a mannequin? I'm like, why they got a mannequin with yoga pants on? I'm like, did they like forget to put the dress or something on? You know how the yoga pants used to be with stockings, right? Underneath a dress or something, right? Leggings upon. Now it's like, that was about 5 years ago. And I was like, why they got yoga pants and leggings? And that became popularized. So now nakedness has become popularized. Why? Because where there's no guidance, she ain't got no instructions, she headed for self-destruction. So like I said, you take that same exact woman from the Middle East, drop her here in America with zero restrictions, and like completely free, liberated. Man, come on, man. It's difficult for her not to be a 304, not to take advantages of all the things that are laid down for her with zero repercussions. Men have repercussions. Even Pookie and Ray in and out of jail, they got repercussions. Why are they going in and out of jail? That's a repercussion. They have kids by... There was this photo I seen on Facebook where this chick, I don't know, well, they had, maybe somebody sent it to me, but it said they had two examples. Where does a man go when he has children that he can't afford to take care of? It was kind of messed up, but kind of true. And they said he goes to the clank, he go to jail when he got children he can't afford. But it said, because the system is swayed towards a woman, they said, where does a woman go when she has children that she can't afford? And then they had on the other side of the photo, they had Section 8 housing. You know what I mean? I just found that kind of funny. That means that the system is set up for women here, bro. But yeah, man, what is a woman? You know, her job is to fill his belly, relieve his sperms, relieve his stresses, help him in life, build something, maintain it, and don't take advantage of the American legal system that uh, help her to just remove herself from this situation. You know what I mean? Marriage is nothing to a woman, bro. Why? Because she could always upgrade. Yeah, I just it's no, it's not fixable in my opinion, man. And it's another thing I want to say too. I was just thinking about it. Women, man, I'm just because mainly I'm looking at okay, what is the problem between males and females? That's the biggest problem that you have. What is a woman? It's not defined, and what she is not socially forced. What she's supposed to be is not socially forced here. But who is socially forced is men. See, in this society, you hear these different chicks, oh, well, I want a provider. I want a provider and I want a protector. The two things that they always talk about a man's supposed to do is protect and provide, protect and provide, protect and provide. But see, it ain't just no protecting and no providing. It's other categories here. Before you even get to the protection, is he your master? Is being these are the four categories I say. Master, guide, or you say leader, guide, protector, and provider. Those four categories. Master at the top, leader at the top, and because she's following your instructions and you are leading her, and she's not rebellious, because she allows you to be the leader that you are, now you can guide the broad like a good shepherd will do that cares about his sheep, her being the sheep. She follow your leadership, you guide her, and any man with common sense is going to guide the female properly. You know what I mean? Well, you hear these chicks talking about, if he worthy of me following him. No. And then what do? Attach a monetary thing to it. See what I mean? No, the man is above you, period. I don't care if your man, you know what I mean, he lost his job or whatever, you are to follow this man. Why? Because that's the structure that the Most High set up. Not if he gained weight, or not if he lose his job, if this, if that. The Most High didn't add ifs to this. Your job is to follow his instructions. But see, they don't want to be under authority. But those are the four categories. Number one, leader. Is he the woman's leader / husband / master? Leader, and because he is leading her, now he can guide her. So leader, guide. Then because you follow your instructions, now you could be the protector. And now, because you are protecting what? Your asset. Your asset being who? Her. And provide and stuff. Now you can be a provider, all that. But it's under the first category. Leader, man. Leader. Guide. But the problem in American society, she get the bottom two perks without have to follow the leader and follow his instructions. It ain't just no protector, provider. No, it's leader, guide, protect, provide. You understand? But they don't want the top two. They want to walk around like headless horsemen, man. Chicken heads with their head cut off, man. And that's what one man got no instructions. She headed for self-destruction. So they don't want the leader and the guide, which is why a lot of these chicks is out on the streets, or a lot of these chicks, doing this. They don't want a man guiding them. Because why? It is socially constructed here in America that what? You already know the famous two stupid idiot chicken head statements. I don't need no man, right? I can do bad all by myself, right? I don't need no man. I'm strong. Oh no, that was the first statement. I don't need no man. Number two, I'm strong and independent. Independent meaning she want to be independent of being under authority of a man. Because he got rules, he got regulations. He want to restrict me. Yeah, she don't want to be restricted. She want to be the free, liberated 304 that America has socialized her to be. In the movies, in the music. It's all about her being a liberated, socialized 304, making her own decisions, and men being servants and parishioners giving offerings to her, the goddess. So, man, it's not fixable, bro. And so you got dudes who like, man, you know, the thing is, women have been modernized to believe these things and walk this path of zero repercussions. But men are still on the mentality of, I need to be a protective provider. I'm a real man. I pay the bills. I do this. I do that. I took her out on the date. I do this. Don't worry about I got, like, you bragging about being used. You're bragging about being used and taken advantage of by a woman who got more bodies than her grandmother, got years. And a woman who done had dozens of dudes that she actually was feeling, who she gave her body up to, gave her the best years of her youngest, tightest, freshest, best years. She gave that to just some dude she liked. Oh, he tall, give up her body. Oh, he got muscles, give up her body. Oh, he got tattoos, give up her body. You know what I mean? Oh, he can sing, give up her body. Oh, he, I don't know, man. Oh, he drive this kind of car, give up her body. Oh, other women like him, give up her body. Like, yo, bro. These ain't wives, bro. You know, see what I mean? Like, when you see what I mean? Like, so you gotta, like, rebaptize yourself off the mentality, oh, I need to wife that up. That's not wife, bro. You know what I mean? But the simp gonna be a simp because the simp gonna be a simp, man. Just something I was thinking about, man. What is a woman in her right construct, in her right mind? Now, you know, it's crazy. In her right place, she is serving and a helper. And that's another thing I want to just drop back. You know, this whole concept that a woman is supposed to stay at home and the man's supposed to take care of all this and she's just supposed to stay at the crib. If that's what the particular man wants in his particular life, so be it. But where they get that, they say, oh, it's traditional for a man to do this and that. And they try to quote biblical stuff. But the reality from the Bible is that a woman, I mean, you had Esther. Was Esther? Yeah, you had Esther who was working. Well, first, before Esther, you had the Proverbs 31 virtuous woman. She wasn't sitting at the crib just being, no, she was out there doing this, doing that, working here, working there. And I believe it was Esther, if I'm not correct. She was working, was it Haman? She was basically, you had Esther who was a working chick. She was good looking chick, but she was out there doing woman's work. You understand me? This whole concept that woman just be sitting at the crib. Again, every man structured his house how he wanted, was beneficial for his own, you know. But this whole, it's tradition. Nah, man. Tradition, you know what I mean? Like I said, tradition, sometimes it depends on the man, how he want his stuff structured. But women want to take certain snippets from the Bible, certain traditions when it benefit them. Oh, well, traditionally men do this. Well, guess what? Traditionally men had virgins. Traditionally, it wasn't no system in place to destroy everything that man built. Traditionally, it was actual patriarchy. So how traditionally you want to go with this? You see what I mean? So when women define, that's what I'm saying, women ought not to be able to define what men's supposed to bring to the table. She can't even define what is a woman. She don't even know her proper role as a woman. High body counts, multiple kids, seeded by multiple different dudes. She done raised. That's a whole nother thing, man. Man, I could talk about that too, man. But that's pretty much. But see, this was something else I was thinking about actually. Like, your woman's supposed to be. Me personally, man, I can't be serious about a female with you know discolored hair, man, and she got her taking booty pics, you know, photos, and some of these chicks hit me up on a dating site. Red hair, click, you're done. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you fat, click, you out of here. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you got kids, click, you got it. Like, this is like, if you're looking for a quick hit, I ain't looking for a quick hit. You know what I mean? I'm a relationship type of dude. So if I'm gonna have a female, she gonna have to present herself clean and decent. You know what I mean? But red hair, you out of there. But this woman, the job of woman also is she's the glory of the man. You see what I mean? And we as men are the glory of the Messiah. So she's the glory, meaning like kind of like a trophy. So your woman is she your glory or your trophy. You're like, all right, look what I got. And you know what? That's another thing. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to this video. Yeah, what is a woman? She's a trophy. And it might sound derogatory, but I don't mean it derogatory in any way. When you can judge a man or judge that particular race, take the temperature of it by looking at the condition of the women. More specifically, you can judge or kind of take the temperature of this man based on how his woman carried herself. So if your woman, you cherry blonde and cherry red hair and all that, man, that ain't no marriage material. This is a woman that's going to represent you. She's your trophy. She's your glory. You know what I mean? So she going to represent you. She got to be proper. And so, women on, throwing themselves out there, back booty pics and carrying themselves like 304s for men who are like respectable, who care about, themselves. They're not going to look at this woman seriously because she ain't even putting the effort to be taken seriously. You know what I mean? She out here with these tight yoga pants and all the, you ain't even be taken seriously. You different ways, especially a woman like on the OnlyFans and all. She like would disqualify herself for being taken seriously, bro. She's making that money right now, but again, so does a streetwalker, so does a stripper. But they all the same. So what I'm saying, just something I was thinking about, man. But the woman, what is she also? She's a servant. She's a helper. She's a burden reliever. She's supposed to be a person that helped to maintain the peace of a man while he be on this purpose and they go along together. That's what she's supposed to be. And she's a trophy. She's a virtuous woman. Even tell you in the scripture, right, that a woman, a virtuous woman, the man's colleagues, is going to look at him and say, man, you got a good woman. So she's going to be praised for good behavior and being a decent female. Oh, yeah, you got a good one. You look at a dude, you be like, man, you got a good woman, man. She a cool chick. She down for you. That's awesome, man. But that ain't how, so the woman is kind of like represent the man. How she carry herself represent the man. So if he got a good, cool, feminine chick that cook clean, humble, and look good, carry herself well out and about, and ain't all in the streets and all up in other dudes' faces, hugging other dudes, you're just my male friend. And if this dude is taken, I seen that about a couple weeks ago. Good looking chick, but she's super duper ultra social and up in other dudes' faces with long conversations. But yet her dude, he looking kind of, I'm looking at him like, dang, bro, you with this? And she all up in she giving other dudes hugs and this is my friend. But he might be in the mentality like, yo, man, if I leave her, she gonna take the kids. But he know that she a flirtatious flirt type chick. You see what I mean? So that she look very good, but she is a disgrace unto him. His trophy is tarnished. His trophy is something that his woman or his glory or his trophy is something that anybody can have, basically. And a man that has a woman that like that, that's not good. So and I'm gonna flip this and I'll be pretty much done. I was thinking about the concept, a woman that many men have a bunch of access to is perceived as like a whorish, loose woman and low value woman because she got a whole bunch of dudes have access to her. Right? So she looked upon as an easy woman. And dude, she all up in dude face smiling and hugging him, a deep hug. I'm like, bro, y'all ain't even related. You know what I mean? Like, gosh, man. And then when I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, well, then I look at the boyfriend's face, I'm like, okay, that's why he'd be angry. Because he probably think, and she a good looking chick, so she know that he can be replaced. And he know he can be replaced. So he probably thinking, I don't know if I get another woman like that and we got kids. You know what I mean? So, man, wicked woman. Tainted trophy. Right? So, but hey, I was thinking about a woman who opens herself and all these dudes have access. Oh, we're just male friends. And then they also say, oh, you're jealous or you're insecure. They say that to the man to shame him into allowing her to have a life where she's open to all these different dudes. So if you want your woman to be not accessible to all these different dudes, oh, you're insecure or you're controlling. You know, he's controlling and he's insecure. Well, how can he protect that which he doesn't control? Number two, yes, he might be insecure in a relationship because you all up in other dudes' chests and bosoms and all the other dudes is up in your DM. Like, of course he gonna be insecure in a situation. You ain't making him secure. You making him insecure. So it's all bull, bro. But like, okay, so that's the woman. If she a whole bunch of dudes, men have access to her, she's looked upon as a lewd, lower quality woman by men who respect themselves. They're not gonna want their woman to have all these dudes have access to their woman. Oh, we just male friend, her going around all socializing and all up in dudes' faces, giving them hugs. And, oh yeah, give me a call. She be giving her number out to different dudes. Oh, we're just friends. She gave her number out to different dudes, bro. Oh, we're just friends. But she good looking, so dude put up with it. But likewise, on the flip side, a man who have access to all these different women, you see what I mean? He's looked upon as higher value because it ain't as easy for men to have access to women as, you know what I mean, as women. And women, you can always have access to a bunch of dudes. Just walk down the street, dudes hitting you up. But it's, you know, her opening herself up to that attention and that access. That's the problem. Giving her number out. Oh, we're just friends. Why are you jealous? Because this dude got a direct link to your ear. And he could be trying to pin, you know. So, I don't know. That's just my thought, man. That's why you had some dudes in the game be like, yo, don't look at another man, or be conversing with another man, all that kind of stuff, because these are controls is in place to keep your woman from, I mean, dudes can, you know, your woman ain't supposed to be all up in dudes' other faces, and dude, she ain't supposed to have other men in her ear like that. Whatever, man. Oh, that's controlling. You're insecure. Nah, if she follow these instructions, the relationship gonna be more secure, right? So I look at a person like the more social and out there and all super friendly with men that she is, the less I value her and the less I care about her like that. If you want to be social, okay, you for the streets. Anyways, bottom line, what is a woman? What is her purpose? Hopefully I've laid this down and she won't be identifying as a, you know, a Whopper or a Big Mac anymore, you know what I mean? Identifying as this and that as a pepperoni pizza, you know what I mean? Maybe that's a big problem, is that women is not forced to be in a role socially and legally and stuff, but they liberated to be whatever the heck they want to be, which of course always pretty much meaning what? Liberation mean what? Have a whole bunch of dudes, basically, and get as much money and attention as you can from dudes. That's basically what liberation is. We're liberated. No, it's just basically unshamed, and you liberated to be a 304 with zero social consequences and nobody checking you. And that's basically what it is, man. It ain't, we're liberated. Like, the woman ain't really supposed to be liberated. You supposed to be under, that's the whole, liberation is a self-destructive concept and construct. She's supposed to be under her father, restricted. God said that. And after that, she's supposed to be handed over to her husband, where she be led and protected and guided. She ain't supposed to have no liberated free life. Like, people promote liberation for females as though this is good. It clearly ain't even good for her. Neither is it an unlimited budget and an open candy store good for a child, man. Neither is a shepherd allowing his sheep to just run how they want to run. What's the purpose of a shepherd? The shepherd, you got 10 sheep. The purpose is what? Well, you don't need no shepherd. Just let the sheep go wherever they want to go, man. You too strict, man. So it's like, dang, what's the purpose of a parent? Or dang, what's the purpose of a husband? You're supposed to lead and guide, bro. But if you ain't got no, it's like a king with no servants, and the servants is rebelling. Same thing with the woman. The bottom line I can conclude is that the westernized woman is just rebellious. And she's allowed, legally and socially, to flourish within her rebellion. And rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. So that's pretty much all I got, man. I ain't expect the video to be too long, man. But sometimes, man, it just hit. I'm like, you know what is a woman? She is a servant. Her purpose, to help the man. Not to go ride the carousel of D's and then ride the rainbow of life down to the pot of gold with a scent. And then after she ran through by the streets and all of this, now she want to ride the rainbow down. And there's a pot of gold. I'll take care of you. Scrooge McDuck voice, pot of gold. You got a leprechaun at the end of the rainbow, some simp dude. Don't worry, Shanquisha. I'll take care of you. It's just a couple kids. I'll take care of you. Right? It's just a couple kids. Right? Oh, don't worry. I know you're 35. You had your fun, but now just plug into my system. The simp is there with a pot of gold and excuses and some towels in a hot bath to help her to wash herself up from all the filth that she's been doing, and give her a pot of gold. Come on, Shanquisha. It's going to be all right. No problem at all. The leprechaun simp dude. That's the problem. But see, the simp is a socially constructed to be a simp too. Because of the single mother epidemic, he raised a lot of times without his father. So, and then you look at the movies, man, it's a whole construct of. See, it ain't just female nature, which that is the. It's not males have nature and females have nature, carnal natures or animalistic natures, if you will, beastly nature. But it's about. So you got a construct where men want to be animalistic. Well, she chose me. I don't care if she got a husband. Hey, you do what you need. Hey, I'm doing what I got to do. And you know what I mean? So, but the female nature is the same thing. She got a carnal, animalistic beast nature too. The problem is that when you set up a construct that a society allows the beast natures to flourish, that's what you got in America. You just got a woman in beast nature, unrestricted, zero repercussions, and financially incentivized to be 304s, promoting her animalistic, carnal beast nature, which is to monkey branch. So this dude, go to the next dude. Oh, you don't pay enough bills? He's gone. I got a spreadsheet of guys. Right? So anyways, I just want to cover that, man. But like, share, and subscribe if you will. Donate to the channel if you want to donate. Thank you very much, brothers, for the donations and the support. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. With the Cash App in the description. And you can email me if you want to as well. What is the female? What is a woman? Her purpose has been explained. She's a helper, a servant. She's a burden reliever. She's a trophy. And her job is all whatever the man say her job is, and to maintain peace. Basically be a cool chick, basically. And be feminine. That's basically it. So, anyways, man, like, share, and subscribe. If you brothers want to donate, go ahead and do so. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.